This is the last few days of the Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel. 最終の何日間 Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel days. I will be wrapping up the branding on this channel on Friday and changing the name of the channel into something new. So these are the last few videos that I will be bringing you with the Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel start to them. 今週の金曜日に、このチャンネルの名を変えます。その変えることを気になる人は下にリンク貼っておりますので、それをクリックして、チャンネル名を変えることを説明します。そのリンクで。And down below there's a link to the reason why we're rebranding the channel, but we're not interested in that right now. What we are interested in is the Air Jordan 7 Ray Allen Bucks that are dropping real soon. And the question is it my fault? For 6 months I've had my own sneaker channel. I have never reviewed or looked at an Air Jordan 7. Is that my fault? Have I been remiss? Have I missed out something out there where I didn't notice that there were other cool Air Jordan 7s that were dropping? Or has it been 6 blank months for the Air Jordan 7 and nothing good has been popping? And we've got the Ray Allen Bucks dropping real soon, in fact in a couple of days time. And then we've got the reflections of a champion pack also with a 7 in there that I'll be reviewing later this week. So all of a sudden we've got 2 7s, but is it all my fault that I haven't reviewed a 7 already, or are there better 7s out there that you can tell me about that have dropped in the last 6 months? Let's have a look at the Ray Allen Air Jordan 7 Bucks today, which we'll be reviewing for you guys right now. As I said in the introduction, today is all about those Ray Allen Bucks, the Air Jordan 7s that are dropping in a couple of days' time. They're not far away. I think June the 1st, if I remember rightly, was the drop date. And they're a cool looking sneaker. There's a lot of real neat features on there. Before we get into that, just a quick word, please subscribe to the channel. Toroko onegaishimasu. And with that being said, let's get into tomorrow's sneaker. Tomorrow is going to be the Adidas Yeezy 350 V2s Black. And it's been a while since I've been pecking away at my keyboard and reviewing a sneaker and doing research for an upcoming video when I've actually stopped and been like, whoa, wow, that kind of takes my breath away. But that's what happened with those Adidas Yeezy 350 V2 Blacks that are dropping in a few weeks time, about 10 days time, and I'll be reviewing them tomorrow, so please make sure you check that out, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on that review. But let's get into these Bucks with the Ray Allen Bucks. They are a fine looking sneaker, there is absolutely no doubt about it. I've never been a massive fan of the 6, 7 and 8s, which is kind of, you know, I've said it in a few videos before. I've reviewed a few 6s and maybe an 8 in there as well. I think there's been a lot of sneakers. If you think about it, 6 months of daily content, that's an awful lot of sneakers to research, and if for no other reason, that's a reason to hit subscribe, please. But I've done some 6s and 8s, and I've always said that I've never been a huge fan of the 6, 7, 8 line, and these 7s are, you know, they're a nice looking sneaker. I don't have a problem with them, to be honest. They're a nice looking sneaker, and there's some really cool features on them that I want to get into. And basically they follow the Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks colorway, except for the main color, which is the black upper made with that nubuck leather. So it's kind of interesting that we're calling this the Bucks colorway, but the one signature color on there, the biggest, most prominent color, is not actually a color that really goes with their colorway. But the colors that we are looking at is that purple and that green, and a little hit of grey in there as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to walk through where those colours feature on these Air Jordan 7s. And we're going to start high and work our way low, and we're starting right up high with the sock liner. If you have a good look at the sock liner inside, you'll see it's a real flashy purple colour, which goes very much with that Milwaukee Bucks colourway. And then if you draw yourself down a little bit, take your eyes away from that liner and move them down a bit to the ankle, you'll see that Jumpman logo on there as well, which comes in that purple colourway, and that is all matched off on the heel, where you can see that signature Air Jordan 7 branding on the heel there, with a bit of a hit of that purple in there too. But then when you get down to the mud guards, and the 6s and the 7 have those signature sort of mud guards above the Air units there with the kind of flashes of the colour there, you can see that they've got the flashes of the colour in there as well. And it's sort of like you've got the purple there, and then you've got that first sort of hint of grey, which you haven't really seen in many other parts of the sneaker, especially not alone. You don't see the grey stand alone. Like if you look at the Jumpmans on the ankle, it really stands alone in just that one colour, but you've got the grey mixed in with the purple here on the mud guards. But then below that, you've got that dark dark green, and in some pictures that I looked at, I really had to squint my old and aging eyes up and have a good look to see where that colour was. I didn't realise it was green at first, but it is a very, very deep green. Unusual to see such a deep green colour on a sneaker. Usually it's something a bit more popping and a bit more obvious, but they've chosen that to go with that Milwaukee Bucks colourway, which is cool. And then that wraps around onto the outsole, and the outsole's interesting in my opinion. It sort of balances out the tongue. I left the tongue, I didn't mention the tongue earlier for a deliberate reason, because when you look at the outsole of these guys, you can see that a lot of colours coming together there, including that dark green from above, and the purples and the greys, and that's balanced out in the tongue, because on the tongue, if you have a good look at the tongue, you've got the multiple colours mixing in together there as well, and they don't stand alone. It's not like a pure purple tongue or a pure green tongue. It's a mix of the three signature colours, except the black, of this particular sneaker. And also what's equally interesting in those tongues is that they're actually different designs. Even though they have the same sort of tri-colour colorway, the design themselves of those tongues is actually different, which I think is a pretty neat feature of these sneakers. And that's it. That's my first ever review of a Air Jordan 7 for this channel, the Ray Allen Milwaukee Bucks. I think they're just calling it Bucks colorway, which is dropping, like I said, in just a couple of days time. I think this is actually going to be a big seller. I did do a review earlier in this year of upcoming summer 2019 Jordan releases, when I should have reviewed 10 sneakers in once, including the Flyknit Air Jordan 4s that are coming real soon. And these Bucks were meant to be on that list, but I totally forgot to talk about them in the video. So I missed that chance to talk about the Bucks then, and I've taken that chance now because they're dropping real soon. I hope you enjoy my content. I hope you check in every single day. I do drop videos every single day, and it's an absolutely mammoth chore, but I just can't stop doing it. It's almost like something that I shouldn't really be doing. I shouldn't be spending this much time talking about sneakers, but I just love doing it, and I'm just going to keep doing it. So thanks for checking out my content. Do hit that subscribe button below. I'll be back tomorrow with that Yeezy Black video that I was telling you about, which is just wow, there are things when I was researching that sneaker that took my breath away. I'm looking forward to talking about that tomorrow. For now, it's time for me to sign off as Tokyo Butter 23 for one of the last times. We'll be rebranding the channel on Friday, and for now, ooh, ching. Wow, that got a reaction. It's time for me to sign off and say thanks for checking out my content, and I will see you tomorrow.